everyone, I am Husna reporting the falling of Ringgit Malaysia to EAC Bulletin. Before closing on 3rd December 2014, the Ringgit dropped to as far as 3.4455 to the US dollar, the weakest it had been since February 2010. On 8 June 2015, the Ringgit dropped to 3.7743, the lowest since January 2006. On 9 July 2015, it fell to its low value against the Singapore dollar in 30 years. On 6 July 2015, it was reported that the Ringgit had dropped to its lowest level in 16 years, falling to 3.81 to the US dollar when the Ringgit was patched to the dollar in the aftermath of the Asian financial crisis of 1997. It was set at 3.8. On 12 August, the Ringgit fell to 4.0025 against the dollar, the lowest in 17 years. The Ringgit started falling in late 2004. On 1 December 2014, the Ringgit had its largest falling two-day depression since the 1997 to 1998. Asian financial crisis, falling 2.4% to 3.4300 to the US dollar at closing, from 3.3465 per US dollar on Thursday 27 November. At closing, on 12 June 2015, it was reported that the Ringgit had dropped for 4 consecutive weeks in the year's longest losing stretch so far. The Ringgit has become Asia's worst performing currency. Firstly, the lower rate value of oil, as oil is one of Malaysian main export. The declining price of Brent crude oil of 38% from its June 2014 high is affecting the currency. In 2015, the Ringgit's value has weakened month on month, apart from some slight relief in late April when the currency strengthened. However, since late May, the Ringgit has again seen a sharp decline in value. As of June 2015, Central Bank Governor Dr. Zeti Aziz believed the weakening currency to be a short-term problem. This is all from me, Husna, reporting for EAC Bulletin.
On June 2015, it was reported that the Ringgit had dropped for 4 consecutive weeks for a year. The Ringgit has become Asia's worst performing currency, and today I will ask several opinions from people regarding this matter. Okay, follow me. May I take your time for a while? Okay, I want to interview you some questions regarding the issue of falling of Ringgit Malaysia. Thank you. Okay, before that, can you introduce yourself to us?
Okay, my name is Naja and I'm still a student.
Okay, Miss, have you been here the issue of regarding falling of Ringgit Malaysia before this?
Oh yes, I have heard about that.
Okay. Okay, now I want to ask you, okay, as a student, can you give or can you share your opinion with us regarding to this matter as a student?
For my opinion, this issue has been we have heard, especially for students. They think that this issue, especially for the overseas students, they have much difficulty than the students that are studying English.
As you know, everything have its own impact. So for you as a student, this issue can give impact. Okay. Can you share what is effect from this issue with us?
Oh, okay. For myself, I think if we as a student wants to study, for my opinion, I think the effect of currency value for Malaysian students is not so worried, but still there's still a difference between today's currency and before this. As you can see, nowadays, 1 US dollar is equivalent to falling at 20 cents in Malaysia. So we see that $1 in US is equivalent to falling at 20 cents in here. So we can see the big difference in our currency and other country. So for students that want to study in the overseas, they have to think twice before they make decision because it will affect especially in financial problems.
Okay, thank you, Miss, for sharing with us some information. Okay, as a conclusion, for this regarding matter on the issue of falling ringgit of Malaysia, as we see, it can give many impacts and effects to students, especially in their daily life. For students who live far away from their family, they need to survive on their own. They need to be more independent to get along with this situation. That's all from me. I'm Yasmin binti Osman reporting for EAC 1 Bulletin.
Hello, may I interview you?
Oh yeah.
Where are you come from?
I am from library.
Oh, did you know about the falling regarding the issue about the falling of ringgit Malaysia?
Yes.
Okay, can you give some opinion?
Opinion. Why so sudden? Actually, I don't like the issue about falling money because when I want to go to the overseas, our money is low than the other. Like if you go to the Thailand, even money from Thailand is high.
Okay, how
Compared to Malaysia.
how about you, Nafatila?
I think that this is a big issue because it involves my parents' money because my parents support me with financial. So when I studied in Malaysia, give effect lah to them.
Alright, okay, thank you.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you a question. So, what do you know about the issue about the falling of ringgit Malaysia?
What we know actually,
Ah.
For the current newses and when we read papers and all that, we exposed to this news that our currency, Malaysia currency, has been fallen. That's the news that I know.
So, which authority has to take the responsibilities?
For my opinion, I think it's the government, of course. I mean, we can't do anything about the ringgit falling down, right? The government has to take any other steps to make it come back to normal. You know, we are having a lot of problem because of this money,
The currency falling, yeah.
falling down. Yeah.
Alright, okay, thank you.
You're most welcome.
Hello. Can I ask you a few questions about the falling of ringgit Malaysia?
Yes, you can.
Okay, first my question is, did you know when does it occur?
When? Maybe this year, I think.
Okay. Do you have any suggestions to overcome this issue?
Any suggestions? I think that the government should take a big responsibility, like they can promote their local things to persuade the Malaysians to buy the local things instead of buying the other countries' things.
Okay, based on your opinion, do you think that it has goodness or badness?
Goodness. This is good because it can let other people's, the foreign people, to buy our products in a very, very cheap price. But the badness is it will affect the development of the countries, I think.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's all my question.
Following the issue regarding of the falling of ringgit Malaysia in last December 2014, this issue gives some impact to public people and students. Okay, that's all from me. I'm Aimi reporting for EAC Bulletin.
Assalamualaikum and hi. I'm Ainun binti Mazlan reporting for EAC Bulletin. Regarding the issue about the falling of ringgit Malaysia, self-finance students most affected and face severe financial pressure to pay tuition fees and cost of living compared to sponsored students. Watch this video recording about the opinion and experience related to the issue falling of the ringgit Malaysia regarding the cost of living for students who studying abroad.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Fikri bin Mansur, 20 years old, live in Sepang, Malaysia, Sepang, Selangor. I'm majoring in electronic engineering, second year in Inha University, Incheon, South Korea. So regarding the issues about the falling of ringgit Malaysia, me as a overseas student in here didn't have any difficulty in living cost, as our scholar give us the allowance in South Korean currency, which is Korean won. So it basically didn't affect that much.
Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Sama Hayati binti Kusni from Kajang, Selangor. I'm currently studying at Swansea University, majoring in English language. Regarding the issue of the falling of Malaysian ringgit, it kind of affected me in some ways. As I myself am a self-sponsored student. My parents paid everything from living costs, accommodation, daily expenses and everything. Since the Malaysian ringgit has shrunk, some of the students here had to find part-time jobs like cleaners or receptionists to support their daily expenses. I myself work as a cleaner but only during weekends, which is kind of hard because we only have 20-hour working permit. I also know someone who had to defer his studies due to this currency issue. When this happens, we Malaysians residing in the UK have to really be careful with our spending, because who knows if the ringgit might fall even more or if it will get better.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Aonis Muhammad Shukri. I'm taking course in civil engineering at Salford University, Manchester. Of course, study here doesn't mean that Malaysia's education is not effective. It's just to get more exposure and experiences. Unfortunately, due to falling of ringgit Malaysia, my expenses has been limited and also my budget has changed. For example, for my cost of living, I need to share my room with another student. It is to prevent from burning a hole in my pocket. Well, that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I want to ask about falling of ringgit Malaysia. Do you know about the falling of ringgit Malaysia?
Sikit-sikit ya.
Okay. So as a retailer, can you give some opinion about this issue, and this issue maybe have a impact on your business?
Of course, memang impact kan. Memang kesan lah. Kesan ikut juga dah sebab barang naik kan, jadi kita terpaksa naikkan harga orang.
Okay, thank you. That's all for me. Thank you.
Efek dia, kesan dia memang pada semua rakyat Malaysia lah. Pada peniaga, pada rakyat Malaysia yang nak mata wang, pembeli, peniaga, penjual, siapa je lah melibatkan mata wang Malaysia kan. Kalau orang macam nak pergi luar negara pun, orang tengok kejatuhan ringgit Malaysia ni, orang akan cakap ringgit Malaysia dah jatuh, jadi macam kurang lah orang nak pandang tu, kurang lah macam itulah.
Okay, thank you.
About the falling of ringgit Malaysia. So can you give some opinion regarding the issue from the side from positive and negative effect towards the tourists?
Okay, firstly, actually, when the falling of the ringgit, there's a negative effects. Negative effects is when the falling of ringgit, the tourists from Malaysia go to overseas will be limitless, because the ringgit has become expensive at the overseas. Like in my experience, when I go to Krabi, when I want to choose a 4-star hotel, I will downgrade it to the 3-star hotel, because it will be more cheaper. Then when about the food, I will change from the luxury one from buffet at the hotel to the get at store at outside of the hotel. Okay, this will be more cheap. Then what the positive one? The falling of the ringgit will attract tourists from the outside of the country to come into Malaysia because the money become more cheaper. Then when the exchange rates become more valuable for them to come to Malaysia, so they have a greater value of willing to purchase to go to Malaysia. Okay,
So that's all from you.
yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Idris.
Okay.
I'm Ainun reporting for EAC Bulletin. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. Following the issue of falling of Ringgit Malaysia on last December 2014, this issue gives some impact of the public people and students who have income below 3,000. This is because, based on the result of interview that have conducted, they say there is a change of their daily expenses than before, especially for people who have loved to travel and students who have studied in overseas. Here, I share a few ways for students especially and a public people to overcome this problem in their daily life. Firstly, plan before buying an item. The people must have compared the item one by one. Secondly, shopping by giving priority to local product. Third one is storing physical gold because the price never goes down. And lastly, investing and diversifying in buying item. That's all for me. Farah reporting for EAC Bulletin.
We are EAC team members reporting for EAC Bulletin